Welcome back to the Houston Oilers franchise. We have kicked off season number 5 in this series, and we are 0-1 after an overtime loss versus the Kansas City Chiefs. In that game, it featured 3 of the last 4 Super Bowl winners. Today, we face the Green Bay Packers, and I think one of the 3 games on the schedule I circled as being one of the easier games, but they, in week 1, went ahead and upset the Denver Broncos, who, like I said, were one of the best teams in the AFC. They just happened to play in the AFC West along with the Oilers and Chiefs last year, but they are back and ready to go here in season number 5. But they faced the Green Bay Packers team, who surprised a lot of people. They have Curtis Samuel, Jaden Reed. Both of those receivers went over 100 yards in week number 1. Both had 10 catches, too. And then our old pal, Julian Wiley, is also a receiver there. They are also led by Deshaun Mitchell, who was one of the 3 quarterbacks we were considering drafting in the same class as Keon Carter. We decided to go with Carter, and I think we made a pretty good decision. But Deshaun Mitchell is one of the young and growing quarterbacks in this league, and we'll see if he can make a year 3 leap, especially having some new weapons on offense and having some good pieces on defense. They have Joshua Smith, who's a defensive end. Swede was a early round pick last year. And then this season, going into this 5th season, Malik Richardson was their top overall selection in the draft, and he had 1 sack in game number 1. We'll see what his career ends up being. But I think the Packers have been a team that have been really struggling in this series so far. They've had 2 top 5 picks already, and I don't know where they're going. Are they going up, or are they staying the same? In game 1, we had an unfortunate injury to Keon Carter once again, and this has kind of been the story throughout his career. He's at least missed at least 4 games in each of the years in his career so far. And now Davion Spikes has to step up again and start. Last year, he started 6 games and filled in nicely for Keon Carter as a rookie. And it's the whole reason why we drafted him in the 3rd round. We knew that Carter was a little injury prone, and you never know when he can get hurt, and he already did in week 1. And he threw 2 touchdown passes. It didn't result in a win, but at least he showed that he is still a very capable quarterback. So for this game, since we're missing Keon Carter with turf toe, we're going to have to go ahead and sign a practice squad quarterback, Ronald Duvall. We'll see if he will touch the field. I doubt it, but we will do everything to protect Davion Spikes as well. Here are the sliders going into season number 5. I forgot to show these last episode, but the big changes, which you'll see, is user pass coverage. That is down to 50 now. It was a little higher before. CPU run blocking and pass blocking is a little bit higher now. You'll see probably a reduced number of sacks this year. And then the biggest part, in my opinion, was run blocking, down to 0 for user. That is the big change, because I had it on 1 last year, 1, and I was still like having very, very big games on the ground. I contribute that a lot to the offensive line, but I think it should be more realistic. Like, we should be, if we have a 100-yard game, it shouldn't be like 200 yards. It should be close to the 100-yard side. So a couple of upgrades here. Danny Rudd goes into this year, obviously, as a superstar dev after winning Rookie of the Year last year. And then Eric Freeman, who was our 3rd round pick number 1 in the 3rd round. He is a very good rookie, but what does he do well? We're going to have to see. He's going to play special teams as his, obviously way of getting playing time right away. But you never know, injury could happen, and he could be freed up and possibly get a start or 2 this season. So here we go, facing the 1-0 Green Bay Packers, looking to bounce back here after a week 1 loss versus the Chiefs are the Oilers. Let's get this game underway. It is another home game here for the Oilers to start this season. We have 3 in a row, as here is a run to left side, and that's going to be pushed out of bounds. Jesse Fisher Jr. with a nice return to the 35. So here is 2nd-year quarterback out of South Carolina, Davion Spikes. He specializes in running the football and also a big arm. The first carry of the game is put on the ground by AG Antonio Gibson, but it's picked up by Nicholas Petit-Frere. Gain of 4, almost a scare right away. 2nd and 6 now. Here's Spikes in the pocket, throwing to the right side. He's got Jesse Fisher breaking a tackle, and he will get to the first down marker. He's going to be marked just short, though, 3rd and inches. At the 45 now, AG gets the carry. He's got a lot of space. He gets to the outside, showing off the speed. He still got it. It's a first down. Now, AG is going into age 29 this season, year 7 in his career. As here's a throw to the right side, and Davion Spikes hit on that throw. It falls to the ground. They don't call that a fumble. Close to the 50 now at the 47. It's a 2nd and 10. Here is Spikes rolling out in the pocket. He's got a man wide open downfield, and he dumps it off over the top of the defense. It's Jake Hawkins who has it to the 15 for a first down. Just looking closely at this, Jesse Fisher was wide open. I didn't want to risk throwing the football down the field right there and possibly, throwing something errant over his head. But look at Fisher. He's just happy to get the first down for his teammates. What a guy. So now here we are at the 15. 1st and 10 now. Here is Spikes. Under pressure, he goes down. It's Joshua Smith who comes around the edge unblocked. He even does the too small celebration, and it's a loss of 9. At the 24 now, it's a 2nd and 19. Here's a throw up the seam. It's a touchdown. Danny Rudd will score his first touchdown of the season. Rudd missed game number 1 with the 1-week injury, and now he's back, and it's a perfect throw by Davion Spikes. And Spikes is the one who didn't really throw to Danny Rudd a whole lot, not as much as Keon Carter did, but nonetheless, it's 7-0. So here is Deshaun Mitchell out of Auburn, one of the quarterbacks we were considering making our franchise quarterback at one point in this series. We've actually evaluated a lot of quarterbacks here. And now here we are on defense. Here's the first carry of the game, and that is going to be Charleston Jones, who picks up a gain of 9. Their young running back. He's in his 2nd year, as we'll see what he can do today as the lead back here for the Packers. 2nd and 1. Another stretch play to left side, and Charleston Jones breaks free. He has space. He gets to about the 43-yard line. This is a very young offense here for the Packers. Their receivers, Jaden Reed, also Julian Wiley, as we know, all under 25 years old. Here's another carry to left side. That's a big-time run again. 3 big runs here for the Packers, but this one is going to come back on the holding call, as now they're back at the 50. Jelani Woods is also a young tight end for this offense. He's 24 years old. Here's a screen pass called to the right side. Incomplete. And now that brings it to a 3rd and 16. Reed to the left side as well. Curtis Samuel out wide as well to the right. Here's a quick throw. It's going to be Jones who fights forward, and he picks up a lot of that yardage back. A gain of 13, and they're going to be 3 yards short of the first down marker. But Deshaun Mitchell is going to line up to go for it here with his offense. Under center here. It's an RPO. Quick throw to Jaden Reed. He's got it for a first down as he gets to about the 23. A gutsy call right there, but they will convert. So now at about the 23, it's a 1st and 10 again. Play action fake, throwing to the right side. That one's caught by Reed. Caught at the 3, and he gets to about the 2, and it's goal to go. An excellent drive by this Green Bay offense. And now they're inside the 5 here. Jones in the backfield. They're going to give it to him. Handoff. Jones fights forward. It's a touchdown for the Packers. And they will respond to that opening drive touchdown by the Oilers, and they tie this ball game up. So 7-up here at the 23, starting the next drive. Here's a big run to the outside. It's AG Antonio Gibson, and he picks up a gain of 11. Signed to a lifetime deal, really, with the Oilers. Here's a throw deep, wide open downfield. It's Danny Rudd, and he can't hold on. He was wide open. Davion Spikes didn't see him until the last second, and that was a big-time drop. Maybe a hit right there, jars it loose. But here on the next play is 2nd and long. It's a sack by Joshua Smith, his 2nd of the game. That brings it to a 3rd and 13 at our own 31. Spikes gets hit on the throw and throws this one to an open Danny Rudd, but the pressure, it's Smith again who gets in there and causes the errant throw. So a punt back to the Packers here as they start out here on offense at the 22. A quick throw across the middle. It's Jelani Woods, and he has about a gain of 9, 4 of 5 to start this game here for Deshaun Mitchell. eventually bringing it to a 3rd and 2. Another dump-off pass. This time it's J.K. Dobbins for a first down. This Packers team is rebuilding. They traded Rashawn Gary in the offseason. They acquired a first-round pick for him. And they also have just been adding pieces each draft, and that's kind of what they've been doing. But we'll see is this the year that they really compete. On to the second quarter now. It's a screen pass, and J.K. Dobbins is freed up for a big-time gain. Pushed out of bounds at the 27. Deshaun Mitchell, 6 of 7 to start this game. And now they're inside field goal range. Now a 2nd and 4 try. In the second quarter, here's a quick throw, and it's Jelani Woods again. 8 of 9 here for Mitchell. And our defense cannot stop this offense at all. So now here they are on the shotgun again. 4 wide receiver set. Another quick throw. That one only goes for a gain of 3. And there is Macklin Todd, who we ended up signing in free agency. As now they give the ball to Jones again. That one will be a gain of nothing. So long drive here brings it to a 3rd and 10 at the 17. Here is Mitchell now. 2 wide receivers to the right side. He will take off up the middle. He gets all the way inside the 5. Tackled at the 1. And it will be goal to go. A gain of 16 on that scramble. And Mitchell has led this long drive here. Handing off to the fullback on the next play. Sheldon Sharp. It's a touchdown. And the Packers will take the lead here in the second quarter. As here is the young quarterback. Davion Spikes out onto the field, hoping to tie this ball game up. Here's a handoff, this time to AG, fighting forward. And he will pick up a gain of 5. 3rd and 5 now at the 29. Here's a quick throw to the right side. This one's intercepted. Looking for Antonio Gibson, and it will go the other way for a touchdown. It's Brian Branch who makes the play. And I think Antonio Gibson and Spikes were not on the same page. It seemed like maybe Gibson, we thought he was going to run to the flat. Instead, he runs a wheel, and it's 21-7. So now a 2-score lead for the Packers after that pick 6. And here is Spikes finding his young receiver, Quincy Hall, who now assumes that number 1 wide receiver role. Is now here is Spikes now dropping back. Here is a deep throw down the left side. That's going to be incomplete. Looking for Jesse Fisher. That one could have been a big play. It's now 3rd and 10. Another quick throw. This is Danny Rudd, and this time he holds on to it in traffic, and it's a first down to the 41. So now here's Spikes now. Fresh set of downs in the pocket. This time buying time under pressure. Eventually just throws this one out of bounds. I mean, pretty good coverage here by the Packers as they have 2 really good cornerbacks in Jair Alexander, who's obviously still with the Packers, and then in season 1, they drafted number 3 overall, Brandon Lawrence, who was the top cornerback in that draft out of Colorado. As now here is Spikes this time. Oh, man, there was a man wide open downfield. He improvises and throws it to Quincy Hall, somehow finding him. And Jesse Fisher Jr. was wide open for the 2nd time today for probably a touchdown. And now here we are at the 10. He redeems himself nonetheless. Here is Spikes throwing to the right side. He's getting Antonio Gibson, and he gets about a gain of 7. That brings it to a really crucial 3rd and goal here, now down by 2 scores. Just about under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's a throw to the end zone. It's a catch. It's Quincy Hall for the touchdown. So we score anyway, despite missing that wide open man downfield. And Quincy Hall will get in, and he brings it within a 1-score game. So here we go to Deshaun Mitchell now, back out on the field. We have not been able to stop this offense at all. Here's J.K. Dobbins with a big run. He breaks the tackle and picks up a gain of 10. Can't even get the words out of my mouth there. It's a first down. Now at the 35. Play action fake, and Mitchell's under pressure. He gets rid of it just in time, finding his man downfield. It's Julian Wiley, the former Houston Oiler. And now they have it at the 40. They just keep moving the ball. Here is Mitchell. He takes off again. He can run. He meets Dave Washington there for a gain of 7. And Nick Woods is shaken up on the play. So Manny Babineau checks into the game now on that D-line. Here is Mitchell throwing to the flats. This one is caught, and it's Wiley again. And he picks up the first down, 11 of 12. to start this game for Deshaun Mitchell. 1st and 10 again at the 28. Here's a throw to the right side, almost intercepted. Casey Burton had the pick six in his hand, and he cannot hold on. It's now 2nd and 10. This drive continues. Here's a throw to the right side. Oh, what a catch by Wiley. And Wiley had an issue with catching passes, and that one he made look easy. It's a 3rd and 6. Mitchell pump fakes the left side. Throws to the end zone looking for Jaden Reed. It's incomplete, and at least they don't score a touchdown on this drive. They will bring in the field goal kicker to make it a 10-point lead. So here's a kickoff, and we'll have about a minute to go here to put some points on the board. Here is Fisher, who fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Packers. Jesse Fisher Jr. fumbles this one, and wow, I can't believe that. Just put it on the ground, and now the Packers are inside the red zone again. Here at the 19 now. Here is Mitchell. He scrambles right into the sack. It's Christian Barmore who comes up with the tackle. And now here we are. Back at the 26 are the Packers. Here's Mitchell throwing to the right side. This one's Jelani Woods. He breaks the tackle. It's a touchdown. And the Packers would love to play like this every single game, because if they do, they would be unstoppable. It's 31-14. Here is Spikes now, loading up, throwing deep to start the next drive, and incomplete. Looking for Quincy Hall. And he had maybe a step, but that throw had to be perfect. 2nd and 10 now. Spikes steps up, throws deep again, and he had Jesse Fisher, who had probably a step or two, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 10 now, under center. We'll see if we just run the ball and go to half, hopefully. But the pressure gets right to Spikes. It's a sack. How does this even happen? Nicholas Petit-Frere doesn't even attempt to block the edge rusher, and that's how this one goes into halftime. A pitiful showing from the Oilers, and we find ourselves down by 17 at half. It's not pretty. So here we go. Deshaun Mitchell has shown maybe some hints at why we probably should have considered him. Here is a run up the middle. It's Charleston Jones. He goes for a gain of 4. And Deshaun Mitchell was an interesting player we evaluated. We had DTR at quarterback. We also drafted Phillip Waters. Both of those quarterbacks were very similar. As here is another big run by Jones. He just continues to bulldoze the defense for a first down. But the main reason why we didn't draft Mitchell is because he was just so similar to DTR. I didn't feel like we would be going in the right direction if we drafted a similar quarterback. So now here he is with the Packers and looking good in season 3 with the team. Play action fake now. He throws out to the left side, and I don't know if he was throwing to Jones or he just threw that one away, but that one was thrown way out of bounds. That brings it to a 3rd and 10 now at the 50. Mitchell scrambling to the right side, dumps it off short to Jelani Woods, and he does get tackled 3 yards short of the first down marker, and we get a much-needed stop. So now here we go, here to start the third quarter. Stretch play to the right side, and the run game just hasn't been on so far this year, and it's a loss of 3. Joshua Smith has been wrecking this game so far. You got to love this young pass rushing group up front by the Packers, and they get another tackle for loss. It's a loss of 1, and we're back at the 5-yard line. It's a 3rd and 14. Here is Spikes, throwing to the right side. He gets rid of it. It's Jake Hawkins. He gets about 11. He needed 13, 14 yards, and it's 4th and 2, and we had to punt it away to the Packers again. Wow, what a showing by the Packers. Another big run. It's Charleston Jones who has it for a gain of 13. 12 carries, 77 yards. It feels like he's had way more in this game. It's just been a lot of tough yards here for the Packers. As now they get it to a 1st and 10 at the 48. Pressure, and that's a sack. It's Barmore, 2nd of the game. And Christian Barmore, 14.5 sacks last year, and he has 2 today. That brings it to a 3rd and 19, 3rd and very long here at the 39-yard line here. We blitz 4 this time. Mitchell gets rid of it short. It's J.K. Dobbins. We do come up with the stop, and we do get another punt here in the second half. We got to capitalize on one of these, though. So still down by 17 here with this offense. Here's a carry. It's AG up the middle, and we got to keep some balance here. 9 for 32 for Gibson. And he picks up a gain of 8 right there, and now we bring in the I formation here. The very rare I formation you'll see from the Oilers, and it's a big run. It's AG up the middle. He gets to the 50, and he gets tackled for a first down. It's his biggest run of the game. We come out here again in the I formation. This time the Packers send 5. Here's a play-action fake, throwing to the left side, and Quincy Hall had a step on Jair Alexander, and Spikes can't make the throw. 2nd and 10 now at the 49. Here is Spikes stepping up in the pocket. He goes down. It's Rutledge this time. The 3rd sack of the game. Actually, the 4th sack on Davion Spikes. And now it's a 3rd and long again. How many 3rd and longs have we had today? Here is Spikes now in the pocket, throwing across the middle. It's a diving catch. It's Jake Hawkins, and he has the first down right there. 3 for 65 here for Hawkins. So 1st and 10 this time. We block 6. Here's a throw deep on the left side, and another miss. And Davion Spikes has just not been right today. He's missed a couple of throws downfield that he normally makes. Now the Packers send pressure. Here's a throw up the seam. It's a catch and a touchdown. Jesse Fisher Jr., who's been open today quite a bit, finally gets in for the score. And here we go, back within 10. And Jesse Fisher scores, and it could have been really his 3rd score of the game, to be honest with you. And now here we are back. We need another couple of stops here. As here's Deshaun Mitchell, the young quarterback for the Packers, scrambling. This time gets away from Barmore and picks up the first down. And Bryce Hall is there on the stop, but a gain of 12. What a run as we start the 4th quarter. Mitchell now handing off to Jones. This time has it at the first down marker and does not run through the tackle of Sidney Brown. And now it is 3rd and inches. This is a big 3rd down here. What will they do? They can do anything here. Quick throw. It's a wide open man. It's Curtis Samuel. He has it for the first down. It looks like what they're trying to do is have a lot of guys who can, be shifty in the middle of the field. They have Curtis Samuel, Jaden Reed, and Julian Wiley as well. Here's Mitchell taking off to the right side, breaking a tackle actually, and does get brought down, but another scramble for a gain of 9. Another throw to left side, almost intercepted. It was right to Bryce Hall, and that one could have been a pick 6 as well. And this drive continues. Another 3rd and 1. Mitchell in the pocket, throws across the middle. He's got a man wide open to about the 13, and another big play by the Packers. And wow, Deshaun Mitchell is doing everything, making it difficult on our defense with his legs, with his arm, everything. Here's a throw to the right side into traffic, and it's caught by Jaden Reed. And that's enough for a first down. And now it's goal to go at the 3. The Packers are driving again. Fullback dive this time to Sharp, and he gets tackled. And they will not give it to him at the 1-yard line. And now they have inches to go. Handoff up the middle. It's Charleston Jones brought down. And it is going to be a stop behind the line. I believe that was Jervon Dexter who gets there. It's a loss of 4. And the Packers at the 4-yard line will kick the field goal wisely to go up by 2 touchdowns. But no, they're going to run a fake. They throw it to the right side. Jelani Woods catches it at the 1 and is tackled by Sidney Brown. Wow. Crazy. That's actually Bradley Collier with the tackle. And we're going to get it here at the 1-yard line. What a call by the Packers. I would have never done that. Here's a throw to the right side to give us a little bit of space. That one's caught by Danny Rudd for a gain of 5. Gibson is shaken up. He'll have to come out of the game, but 3rd and 5. The drive continues. Here's a throw across the middle. It's another catch by Rudd again as he gets to the 25. He's gang tackled by the Packers, but we only have 5 minutes to go. We had to run with a little sense of urgency here. As now here's a play-action fake. Throw to left side, and it's another miss by the young quarterback Spikes. He has just not been right today. 3rd and 10. Spikes rolling to the right side, directing traffic a little bit. Throws it upfield, out of bounds. Looking for Jake Hawkins, his favorite target, and now it is 4th and 10. At our own 25. 4.5 minutes to go. Snap from the shotgun. Pressure. It gets to Spikes, and he throws this one into the ground. Quay Walker with the pressure, and the Packers take back over with excellent field position. So here is Mitchell now, throwing across the middle. He's got J.K. Dobbins inside the 10, and Mitchell has been terrific today. No turnovers as well. And now they're inside the 10, under 2.5 minutes to go. Handoff, Charleston Jones. He gets the block on the left side. It's a touchdown. And the Packers once again extend their lead to 17. And the Oilers just have no answer on defense. 38 points put up on the Houston Oilers. As now here we go. Screen pass to start the next drive. It's Gibson. And he barely gets 4 yards. As we hurry up to the line now, trying to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning. Here is Spikes again, rolling to the right side. Nobody to throw it to. He just throws this one out of bounds. And wow, this offense has been locked up so far. It's 3rd and 6. Here is Spikes in the pocket, throwing short. It's incomplete again. And Spikes misses another easy throw. And it's 4th and 6. Spikes once again rolling to the right side. He throws this one across the middle of the field, and it's just another poor decision there by Spikes. And that will end up being the ball game. And the Packers actually add on 3 as well, making it 41-21. And we start out season number 5, 0-2. I did not see this coming to start this season. And it's the Green Bay Packers who start the year 2-0, beating the Broncos and the Oilers in 2 tough games as well. We play up a couple of our old teammates as well. Terrence Steele was on this Packer squad. He was blocking at right tackle. Actually did a pretty good job on Von Cross, to be honest. Von Cross has not been mentioned much at all so far to start this season. But Davion Spikes, 14 of 37. Easily one of his worst games of his career. It probably is his worst game. Danny Rudford, 62, had the touchdown, but after that touchdown, he was fairly quiet. Like, he had that catch across the middle when we were inside the 5. Nothing much beside that. Barmore had 2 sacks, but they were very quiet. I mean, they weren't very impactful sacks, but we just need something to get us going here, and the Super Bowl hangover seems to be looming over this team. And we lose 2 close. Well, I'll say the first one was close. I would say in the first half, it was close until we started turning the football over, because when we fumbled on that kickoff, it was really bad from there. And I think that the Packers just played better. I don't think they have the better team. They just played better. They executed. They did not turn the football over. Crucial things you need to win football games. And here we are at 0-2. We are the lowest scoring team in the division, and we give up the most points in the division so far through the first 2 games. And now we face a team who can put up a lot of points in the Denver Broncos. And the Broncos are led by Bernard McMichael, who finished 2nd in the MVP. But we have just gotten word from the doctors that Davion Spikes is probably going to have to go again. Keon Carter is going to be held out for another week before he makes his return, possibly in week number 4. So we will have to play the Broncos to avoid going 0-3 to start the season. But can we get it done? Because it's been tough so far to start this season. We'll see. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinted. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.